Hello loves and welcome back to our channel. I am Megan Curry, co-founder of Curry Girls Kitchen. I am a certified functional medicine health coach as well as a holistic nutritionist and a private chef. I have been doing this for well over a decade, probably around 12 years now, since I started Curry Girls Kitchen with my mom. And if you're watching this, I'm assuming you or you know somebody that is struggling with mold toxicity. I started this series, it was back in 2019. I had been struggling with a lot of health issues. All of those videos are linked below and here so that you can go back and start from the beginning how I've gotten myself here today. Mold toxicity is completely removed from my body, and now I'm kind of breaking down the pieces because it is extremely overwhelming, as I've read in a bunch of your comments, and having gone through this experience myself, knowing where to start, what to do. So I'm going to talk about other ways that we can enhance detoxification in our body, which is why I'm gonna put a disclaimer. I am not a doctor. I have to say this in every video. However, I'm sharing through my knowledge as a functional medicine coach and holistic nutritionist what has worked for me, what has worked for other clients, and just the general knowledge supporting our body's natural detoxification process. Today's video is not sponsored, but I'm going to be talking at length about our sunlight and sauna because through our research and having used this product, it really was an integral part of my healing journey of mold toxicity. And I will say too, you don't have to buy one. Again, I know this is an expensive purchase, but there are memberships at studios that sauna, infrared saunas, as well as cold plunges, which mixed together is wildly beneficial to our body. Having that hot cold therapy, especially if you're somebody that or something like mold toxicity has brought on increased anxiety or not really being able to manage your stress, it is huge. If you enjoy this content, if you have been liking our videos, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe and like this video because it really supports me, our channel, and knowing what kind of information you want. I know seeing how many of you have watched and commented and really enjoyed these mold toxicity videos, I think it's something that people are finally starting to get the answer of what's going on. And with the increased use of chemicals and just all of the environmental toxins, our bodies are just being inundated on a daily basis. Whether you are like struggling with fertility, I feel like that's a lot of women I know that are going through the process of trying to get pregnant or on that journey. They are now looking really inside their cabinets, inside the products that they're using, the candles that they're burning, the detergents that they're using for your laundry, your soaps, for your hair, body washes, like all of it. Like, it isn't just in our food and what they're using to preserve our food or what they're using to grow our food or to get bugs off of our food. It's now in all of these things. So I bring this up because if you have mold toxicity, it's your body has either been exposed to mold, or you can also get mold toxicity. Like, we all have varying levels of mold through like plants and dirt carry mold, as well as foods that we eat. Like cheese is really high in mold, grains can be really high in mold, and I wrote a blog about the top foods that contain mold. I will link that below, as well as coffee, which if you guys might have watched that video, I'll link it here. Coffee is one of the highest things that we consume that contains mold. It's unfortunate, but it's reality, and so I talk about that in another video. There are many reasons why people love infrared saunas. First off, they are great for immunity. This I will go into later in this video, so make sure you check that out. They are highly detoxifying. They eliminate the body of chemicals and toxins. It supports heart health, fights aging, improves your skin tone.
It speeds up muscle recovery, and I know this is such an important one, but it improves your sleep, which is another amazing alternative and natural remedy for those that struggle with really high quality sleep.
This is detoxing happening. You can see it. So what are things that you can do to support detoxification in your body if you're struggling with mold toxicity? I've said this before, but the very first thing that you don't need to invest a lot of money in, it's what you have to do every day regardless, but it's your food. So our reset programs, we have a 7-day one, as well as you can do the full 21-day reset program, which is a higher price point, but we're sharing video content and recipes and breaking it down week by week, really support you throughout that process. Also, we do offer one-on-one coaching, and if I'm referring to we, it's my mom and I, because we do Curry Girls Kitchen together. But we do offer one-on-one coaching, and feel free to write a message, send us an email if you are curious about that. But bringing it back to food. Food is something that you can, starting today, change what you're eating. Most functional doctors, pretty much all functional doctors, if you're trying to figure out what's going on with your body and you're put on some type of healing protocol, they will put you on an elimination diet. And that is what we based our 21-day cleanse on. And I say cleanse because it really is, it's detoxifying your system using foods. So that's the first thing that you can do. Switch up your diet. What are you eating? Are you having a lot of cheese? Are you having a lot of processed foods? Are you having a lot of grains, a lot of sugars? And I'm mentioning these foods, but not all of these foods are eliminated on our cleanse program. It is merely to get you aware of the foods that you're eating, how much you're consuming, and where you might need to eliminate certain things, so that as you reintroduce them, you can see how your body responds. Now you have your food in order. The second thing I did is I started incorporating things that will enhance my body's natural ability to detoxify. Our liver, our kidneys, our gallbladder, our spleen, like these are organs that really support detoxing of our body. But like I said, they can get inundated not just by the food that you're consuming, but by our environment. So like I said, it's a lot of things that compound on top of each other that then is what brings you into a health issue where you need to change what's going on so that you can start feeling better. We were looking at what is something that we can have that would really support our healing, and we were spending a lot of money going to our acupuncturist who had one of these like sauna pods where you sit in with your clothing on, and it's like you put a chair in there and you kind of sit in it and your head's exposed. And seeing the money that we were investing during this process, and for us it made sense, and I say us, really my parents purchased this infrared sauna, which I am so grateful for because I could go to their house and do this. I tried every day, but at minimum 3 times a week I was going to my parents and using the sauna. And the infrared sauna, what you're trying to do is increase your body temperature so that you're putting your body in a state of hyperthermia, which is increasing the heat to activate immune system response to help stop the spreading of a virus, or in this case, helping your body detox, because there's multiple ways you can detoxify your system, one of them being through sweat. And so we want to make sure that we are supporting it so that it's doing the most optimized form of detoxification that is possible. The benefits of an infrared sauna is detoxification, boosting your immune system, just overall immunity, and sleep. Some other things that it helps with is heart health, relaxation, anti-aging, and muscle recovery. And then on top of it, it's whatever doesn't come out through your sweat, you're going to be doing through your waste, whether it's through going to the bathroom, urine, or poop. So it's really important that you're doing that a lot. That's why you want to be drinking a lot of water, really hydrating yourself, because that is another way that toxins exit our body. My phone, because I want to talk to the points of like why you could use an infrared sauna for like overall wellness, not just for if you're dealing with mold toxicity, but for strengthening your immune system. Because our body will naturally defend itself. That's like when you think about it, you get sick and you have a fever. It's raising the temperature, so it's a signal to the white blood cells and to the body's antiviral system to go into action. Dr. Amy Myers says that sweating is one of the best ways to detox your body. Every time we sweat, we're flushing out the toxic substances and heavy metals that we encounter in everyday life. So infrared sauna therapy promotes this process by heating your body from the inside to expel them from deep down. Using heat therapy has been around for years, and we really love the infrared sauna. We also love the size, that it can be smaller, is compact, so that you can, the one that we have, it looks like a tanning bed, and you can use like get naked, slip inside of it, and then do your whole thing. Sit there. I can listen to a podcast. I lie on the ground. But it can also, like, you fold it up so it can be really small. Like Pegs travels with this. She will bring this with her when she goes to the cabin in Colorado and lays it out on the floor when we're here. So the sauna is such an amazing tool. If you have the space, if you have the ability to splurge and purchase one of these in your house, I personally am obsessed, and once I have enough space, I am 100% going to be getting one. We encounter so many toxins on a daily basis. Even if we're doing our best, there's just some things that we can't avoid at this point in humanity and where we're at. So for me, this is such an amazing tool that I use. Now, I'm definitely not using it every day or even 3 times a week. I'm trying to use it once a week. Ideally, I would love to, if I had one, do this 3 times a week. Making that it supports the sleep, but overall immune system response. And, you know, recently I was listening to a podcast with, I think on the Huberman Lab or Dr. Hyman, and they were talking about anti-aging, not really being about anti-aging, because aging is something that is inevitable. And I actually, now in my 30s, like, I love the age. I love aging. I think it's really beautiful. I think it's a privilege. I've lost so many people in my life at younger ages that it makes you realize how lucky we are and what an honor it is to grow old. But with that being said, as I grow old, I want to preserve my youth. I want to age gracefully is what I really love, and making sure that I have tools that I can do weekly, not daily, because it's just, let's be realistic, our lives are so full and we can't do things every day, but having something that we can turn to support overall well-being, this is definitely it. If you are interested in purchasing an infrared sauna, Sunlighten, I can only talk to it because it's the one that we own and love, and we have a discount code. It is linked in the description box below. It is up to $250 off the solo pod, which I believe I don't love that they don't just share the cost of it. And then if you get the one that looks like a traditional sauna, like the room, you can get up to $600 of, I think they call them like the ports, or like the rooms where you can fit multiple people in them. And $600 off or $250 off. It's nice. Any little bit you can get, you know, tax or whatever that covers. And if you are curious, I'm happy to talk to you more about my experience with our infrared, our Sunlighten solo pod. It's great. Like I said, it's really easy to use and also has red light therapy. On their website, fill out the form, ask the questions. It's all through the link. You can click it. And obviously, like, we love it and we use it all the time. I wouldn't be sharing this if I genuinely didn't use it often or feel like it really did support the detoxification of mold in my body. And I really think because I went hard on all of the things that I did for from the moment that I did the testing to all of this, I invested a lot of money and time into this. For me, it was worth every penny, because our health is our wealth. And what is the point of anything if you're so unwell you can't enjoy or live your life? So that's my 2 cents about why I will talk about these more expensive treatments and systems of support for healing something like mold toxicity. Again, I know it's not realistic. So what are things that we can do at home to support us on this healing journey? But if you are curious about getting a sunlight and sauna, go to their website, read all about it. They have a ton of information up there. Also, you can find other podcasts. I think with everything in health and wellness, we have to remember that there's a lot of people can have different opinions, and people get really stuck on like, no, this sauna is the best or this sauna is the best. But at the end of the day, you have to figure out what works best for you. And I liked the idea that I could be comfortable and I could be in the sauna for 30 minutes having my head outside of it, and I could have scrolling on my phone or taking a phone call or doing work or whatever it is. I really enjoyed that aspect of it. Also, for lack of a better reasoning, is that the space, if you don't have a lot of space, the little solo beds I think are great. One thing that my functional doctor shared that pretty much everyone could get support with is if, say, you can't with detoxification, my functional doctor shared that a really great thing that we can be doing or including into our regimen is activated charcoal. Is great. It binds with toxins and gas and helps remove unwanted chemicals from the body and the environments. So you can take up to two capsules as a serving. I do 1 or 2 a day after I eat meals. Also, I would take 2 after going into the infrared sauna to help just supporting that detoxification process that I did. This one or other ones that I found on Amazon, those are linked in the description box below if you're looking for a less expensive support for detoxification of your body. And this is even just good for after you eat, like a digestive enzyme, just really supporting your body's systems. Activated charcoal is great to pair with all of the detoxing that your body's doing, and especially doing something like a sauna, infrared sauna. This is great for it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you, like I said, if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Comment, let me know if you have any questions. Everything is linked in the description box. Share this with a friend if you know somebody going through this. I will be doing more videos like this of bits and pieces of the things that I added into my routine while healing. This is not something I do daily by any means, especially now. I've definitely pulled it back since I no longer have mold in my system after having it retested for the 3rd time end of last year. So I know these things work, and that's why I'm sharing them, because I was able to see it with me and with other people that do this, and also why it's really important to work with a doctor so you can track your progress as you're going through this journey. It really is. It's like crazy and it's overwhelming, and so I hope that this video provided a little bit of support, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah! Love you all. Thank you so much.